Understand
I can
what cannot
understand,
forgive.
but I cannot forgive. You killed my soldiers, my loyal folk, who followed me across half the continent, only to die in a ditch for naught, with victory so close at hand.
My lady, I too lost brothers and sisters today. Their deaths equally senseless.
Why are you here? Were you to rescue Ebdahi?
Rescue someone? No, Renna. We flee. The Nilfgaardians have realized they'll lose the war and have renounced us. Without their support, we stand no chance. Demavend has loosed his hounds. They hunt our units one by one. He's offered 50 gold pieces for the head of each Scoia'tael. It's the same in Temeria and Kedwen, if not worse. We wished to join with your Veth's unit, flee together as far as we could. It was our last hope.
Why do you tell me all this?
Because you listen still. You've not ordered me killed, so you've clearly a heart. Eseth Aina Edu.
Elves often speak beautiful words, but it's for their deeds you must judge them, Your Grace. The Moulderwood, remember what you saw.
I beg you. So few of us remain, all tired, all wounded. We pose no threat. Let us leave your realm. Let us flee.
I don't rule these lands. I'm not queen here. It's for Demavend to judge you, not me.
Deliver us to him and you know what fate awaits us.
Sorry, mate.
I do. But I know not what fate we face if I release you. Perhaps you'd leave in peace. Or perhaps another would stumble across your path and, like you did Corporal Larkin, you would have to kill them too. A risk I'm not willing to take.
So, death for us all is the lesser evil here.
Meave gave no reply. His eyes downcast, the elf nodded, then lifted his arms to be chained. Meave sent the Scoia'tael to Demavend. What became of them, you ask? The end of their story's not hard to surmise.
Ooh.
Long live me! Long live the Queen! Long live our liberator!
Long live the Queen.
All's left is to drive the Blackclads from Aldersburg, and the war's won. Our Demavend's not bad, but he do. All's left is...
All's left is the reports. Okay, so where are we going now? No, we still have that. Okay. There's a graveyard here. No one said anything? Okay. Oh. Some things, even though they're not marked on the map, things still happen. Oh yeah, sure, even though I'm in high spirits, whatever. Hey.
The good mothers guided you to victory.
Yeah, sure. I'll do everything.
The good mothers... Nilfgaard angered the gods. Too much pride.
Not enough humility there. Something was over here. Neve's approach from the south. X.
Well, then all of you, treat yourself to our new view for a better future through and through. First foundations hoist the walls, then we'll revel in its halls. Everyone's doing their part to rebuild the homeland. First foundations.
There's not a lot of places I can go from here, right? And that's off limits. Okay.
It'd be an honor to fight at your side, Majesty.
Oh.
Side by side, we'll kick those black clads across the Yaruga.
Curious to see if this is the last battle
Corps neared
or just story.
Could not have been on a more idyllic day. The sun shone, birds sang, trees rustled in a light breeze. But Neve saw it as she had at the war's start. Walls illumined by a fire's glow, the cries of fleeing civilians, the stench of burning flesh.
I mean, the last fight was pretty tough. I mean, you know, the last big fight was pretty tough. So I don't know if there's like another one even tougher than that, and that's like the end, or if this is just like meh story-wise. We'll just see.
As on that day, Aldersburg was under siege. At this time, Eden's flags fluttered in the field, while Nilfgaard's tattered sons crowned the fort's towers. The Queen found Demoven's tent without difficulty. Made of sheets of silk edged with silver thread, it positively shone.
Seems the realm's restored to a virtuous path,
muttered Meve.
Aha!
There he is.
Queen Meve, savior of the North, the Sun Slayer.
mockery I don't appreciate.
I wouldn't dare. Not my words, those. You've been painted thus in song. Master Dandelion himself wrote a ballad, The Battle for the Bridge. If you take the bard at his word, you're as fierce with a blade as any witcher.
Oh, nice. I like Dandelion.
Is that jealousy I hear?
To be perfectly honest, Meve, it is. For I hadn't the pluck, nor resolve. And when all the North tucked tail went to shite, you alone stepped up and bared your fangs. Let it be a lesson for the future to us all.
You called out the future. Tell me, how's your son?
Baldwin. Ah, growing like a weed he is. Spitting image of his old man.
Good news all, especially given the mother's profession.
What the? The writing is spot on.
She's now Countess Demeretta of Gullet, a lady of the court.
Ooh, your lawful wife must be thrilled.
Hard to say in truth. I've not seen her in some time. Duty keeps me away, you understand.
You work hard, I'm certain. Many a night, too.
You might say so indeed. But enough about me. As we're chirping away like two gossips in the field, do tell me, what a villain.
think you hit a soft spot over there.
He perished in the assault on Rivia Castle.
Oh my. Fighting for which side?
The right one. Demavend, the wound is fresh, the pain immense. I'd rather we not speak of it. A lesson for the future? What do you mean?
My dear, this war won't change a bloody thing, you know. Nilfgaard will be Nilfgaard, the North, the North. We'll sign a truce, the Blackclads will turn tail towards home, but the old borders don't satisfy a soul.
I'm perfectly satisfied with them, thank you. And I just wish other folk would respect them too.
You're one hell of a warrior, but you're no strategist at all. Your perspective, you've got to broaden it. Nilfgaard, we cannot allow it to regain strength and spirit, else we'll face another invasion within a decade or two. Measures are required. Preventive, preemptive, whatever the learned call it. Build an army, a vast one. Wait in ambush. And when they least expect it, break their bloody spine. Just think, if we were to join forces.
Enough. I don't wish to hear it. Won't even entertain the thought.
Well, he has a point.
I'll help you take Aldersburg, but then I'll go home, where, God's willing, I'll live to a ripe old age.
As you wish. We can mount the assault at any time, but...
But?
My scouts report a small Nilfgaardian force approaching from the south. They've stayed off the roads, moved only under the cover of night, escorting someone.
Who?
I've no notion. Could be a mage. Devilishly unpredictable, that lot. Would wreak havoc in our ranks. Either way, before we rush at the walls, we must make certain they don't reach Aldersburg at all.
I shall see to it.
Okay, cool.
Are you sure? You've just arrived. Must be weary after the long journey.
Spare me the bull crap.
An understatement if I ever heard one. But I wish all this to be over, quickly.
Neve set out after the Nilfgaardians immediately, a cavalry escort in tow. Her unmatched scouts, who had led the army through the mountains of Mahakam and Angren swamps, quickly found the enemy's trail.
This way, Your Grace. It's not far now.
That very same day, Neve's force caught up to the mysterious black-clad unit. Lyrian riders surrounded the foe, forcing the Nilfgaardians to halt. All felt so quiet, the creaking of taut Lyrian bowstrings could be discerned.
The common tongue. Which of you knows it?
I do, Your Majesty.
Caldwin.
You also know who you deal with, I see. What is your name?
Caldwin, Your Majesty.
At last. A Nilfgaardian name I can pronounce. So, Caldwin. It seems this war will reach its end in 2 days' time at the most. 'Twould be silly to die today, wouldn't you agree?
It would, milady.
Precisely. I've spilled enough blood. I've lost the appetite for more. So, provided you don't give me a good reason to kill you, you'll walk away with your lives. Now tell me. You carry something for General Ebdahi. What is it?
A letter.
Oh.
Urgent to the point of insanity, it must be. Who wrote it? The dear Madam Ebdahi?
No, Your Majesty. The Emperor.
My.
Oh.
A letter from Emir himself. You must be an important person. A noble, or... Yet your uniform is simple, with no discernible distinctions. Who are you truly, Caldwin? A spy?
A simple messenger, Your Majesty.
Don't lie. I know messengers, how they travel. Alone, armorless, atop a swift steed. You're escorted by cavalry of the heavy sort.
For I often carry orders the recipients don't wish to perform, thus the escort.
Okay.
Give me the letter.
I've sworn to deliver it to General Ebdahi, or to die in the quest to do so.
Oh, very well. My translator shall read this letter, then return it to you. You shall break no vow, and who knows, you might even survive.
And if I refuse?
Then you're gonna die.
Guess.
So be it. I accept your offer.
Meave's translator cracked the seal and read. And as he read, his eyes grew wide as saucers. Then he whispered in the Queen's ear.
Truly, and you're certain you're not mistaken. The wonders of this world.
Now I'm
Baldwin,
curious.
consider this your lucky day. I allow you to complete your mission with one proviso.
And that is?
That when you hand him the letter, you will give the General my regards.
As Caldwin and escort set off towards Aldersburg, the Lyrian soldiers looked at their queen with disbelief. To leave a Nilfgaardian to fulfill a secretive task. Meave failed to stifle a rather mean laugh. They'll understand tomorrow, she thought. General Ebdahi had prefaced Lyria's and Rivia's invasion with a series of arrogant demands. The Nilfgaardian had been impudent, as he had felt sure he'd achieve a quick and decisive victory. Yet several months on, he too received an ultimatum. One signed by Emperor Emir var Emreis himself. The missive was concise and left no room for interpretation. With General Ebdahi dead, the Nilfgaardian army descended into chaos. The kings of the north, united, took advantage and struck at the foe. Their victory was complete. The Nordling forces cheered their commanders and monarchs, but for none so vehemently as the one queen among them. Many dream of achieving the impossible. Meave had done it. Through wit, determination, and boldness, she had thwarted the Nilfgaardian invasion. The queen would rule for many more years. Stern, yet ever just.
Ha! So a lass saved the North from the Blackclads?
That is one way to put it.
Well, I'll be damned. And a chap, she find herself one in the end?
Leave it be. Bloke's been spinning the tale all night. Story's done. Time we got some shut-eye.
Yes. Particularly as we've yet a long road before us.
Phew. Throat must be parched as old leather after all that. Except, I'm itching to know what happened to the lot of them. Reynard, Gascon.
Ah, very well. Whom shall we start with? Willem? A pawn, a tool in others' hands. Most, if not all, had seen him thus. Yet in the end, he proved his worth soundly. Though he'd started the war a traitor, he perished in the fray, a hero, and would be remembered as such. Having settled in Rivia, Gascon embarked on a life worthy of his new title. In doublet and ruff, he looked to his ample fields and livestock in daytime, attended banquets and feasts come the eve. And then one night, he grabbed his bow and quiver, saddled his favorite mount, and disappeared without a trace. As news of the Nordling victory filtered south, Nilfgaard's inhabitants greeted it with disbelief. Returning Imperial soldiers told stories of Lyria's cruel queen, who murdered prisoners and sullied sacred laws. They referred to her as Gvaeldet, the bloodthirsty one. Once the Scoia'tael had withdrawn from the northern realms, non-rebel elves and dwarves emerged from the woods. Though they returned to their homes in human communities, they lived in fear of their neighbors, aware that the next massacre would eventually come. And Meave? As I said, she ruled with an iron hand, not fist. Reynard ever at her side, tempering, supportive. No longer a general and trusted advisor, he had to the Queen become something more. Much, much more. And now, if you'd allow me...
Of course. Leave him be, lads. Let him get some rest. Till the time comes for the next tale.
Nice. Nice. Woo! That was an epic story. Really cool. Oh. Okay. I really gotta watch out. So yeah. What a quest. We are definitely gonna play through this once more, just for the funsies and get some other insights of stories and other paths, you know, other decisions. Why we would want to do that? Well, firstly and most definitely because loot. There's a lot of loot. I mean, golden chests specifically that we did not get, and those things you can get by accomplishing specific, you know, specific choices, specific tasks. So yeah, we didn't get all of them. There are definitely a couple missing. So whenever we will have the time to revisit this game, we will do that, and it's gonna be a blast. We're probably not gonna do the same long version of everything, so we're not gonna do all the side puzzly questy things. Other than that, hope you guys enjoyed that. Yeah, I'll just close that. Congratulations, victory is yours. The Nilfgaardian Empire has been defeated and driven from the Northern Realms. Total time spent, 40 hours and 43 minutes. That's how long it took me to play this game. Start to finish. Not too shabby. Quests complete 57. Standard battles won 36. Puzzles completed 36. Golden chests found 38 out of 42. So we're missing 4 chests. 4. Only 4. All crates found. Okay. Recruits conscripted 27. Shrines illuminated 18. Cool. 4. That's pretty much it. Okay, cool. Nope, that's not it. Hey! Cool. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I'll see you guys in the next game playthrough or whatever. Bye-bye. Also, be back tomorrow for the upcoming season of Diablo. Tomorrow we're gonna start with Diablo. I'm gonna cut it today short. We finished the game. Cool. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for all the support. See you guys tomorrow. Have a great night. Bye 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 bye.